We all know that diets don't work. But what happens is we get to this place in time where we look at ourselves, we're dissatisfied with where we are, and we have an urgency to get to where we want to be. So we get sucked back into that marketing. This hypno session is removing those lingering parts of you that are holding out hope for a quick fix. Because the whole premise of a diet is that you're following somebody else's arbitrary rules for your body, like they know what your body needs more than you do. In this hypno recording, we're shining the loving light of awareness on the absurdity of diets, showing you a better way forward. Take the time now to really settle into your space, making sure that you won't be interrupted. And for the love of safety, don't listen to this while driving or operating heavy machinery. This is a time to go inward. Just sit or lie with your hands and your feet not quite touching. With your eyes open and your gaze soft, take a big, deep breath, breathing from your belly all the way up to the top of your shoulders. And let it out. Another deep breath in, all the way up. And let it out. And one more cleansing breath in. And let it out. And just take your breathing back to normal as you take your eyeballs up all the way up, like you're looking into a real or imaginary spot in your hairline. Your eyeballs are so high up they want to close, but keep them open and keep them up. And just factor in that deep breathing again. Breathing in and out deeply and easily at your own pace, in your own way. Keeping your eyeballs up. And you're releasing alpha brainwaves, taking you into a more relaxed and suggestible state. On your next exhalation, keep your eyeballs up and let your eyelids flutter down all the way down. Now you can forget all about your eyes. They're locked up, they're sealed shut, and they're locked so tight. All the muscles in and around your eyes go loose, let loose, and go lazy. And taking your focus back to your deep, easy breaths. And just as you're breathing in and out so easily, you can let go of things so easily. And that's what we're doing today. Just letting go of all the conditioning and old programming around dieting and diets. Now I invite you to sink deeper into the blissful relaxation of your body. So imagine that you're at the top of a tall building. The elevator door opens and you step inside. You feel safe. And the door closes and you take your eyes up and you're looking at the numbers as they count down from 100. Going down, drifting down smoothly and easily and effortlessly. 90th floor. Just going down, drifting down. You're safe and you're calm and you choose to be here. 80th floor. And you're focusing on the numbers as they're winding back, peeling back, going back, counting down as you go down even deeper. 70th floor. Just drifting down and floating down. Just going deeper and deeper, 60th floor, and you're nearly halfway down. As you get to the bottom half, you get more and more relaxed as you see the numbers counting down. 50th floor, 49th floor, 48th floor. Just counting down into relaxation. 40th floor, just going all the way down. And as you do, you can feel a wave of relaxation come over your entire body. 30th floor, 29th floor, 28th floor, just counting back into relaxation. And the deeper you go, the better you feel. 20th floor, as you're just going down into a beautiful healing space. You're free to let go of what no longer serves. 10th floor, you're now nearing the ground floor, and your mind is open, your heart is open, your body and mind are ready for healing. You understand that knowledge is power, and under hypnosis, knowledge is the most liberating and freeing power. And you're so smart, and your brain is so smart. And now you're seeing things and connecting things. And you see so clearly how you've been socially conditioned to view diets as the only way to release weight. And you realize now that's absurd, otherwise they would have worked for you before. So your mind views a diet as a restrictive thing, and it knows that it has never helped you out before. Anything you lose, you eventually find again, and perhaps you gain back even more. Your mind doesn't like diets. Your body doesn't like diets. But there are some parts that still need convincing, still need to see the light, still need to connect the dots. And that's what we're doing today, shining a light on the absurdity of the dieting industry, of somebody else making up arbitrary rules about what you can and cannot eat. And then you think, if I just eat this little one thing, I may as well eat the whole lot. That's diet mentality, and we're breaking that today. We're erasing that, eradicating that, and eliminating that. What if you were somebody who made their own rules based on what you need in your body? How good does that feel? How right does that feel? How light does that feel for you? You see, we're all made differently, and one diet and set of rules isn't going to suit one person. Some people can tolerate dairy, not many. Some people can't. Some people can tolerate gluten, some people can't. Some people need to eat meat, some people would rather they didn't. So now think about what your body needs. Think about what makes your body feel so good. And you know those other foods that when you eat them, even if you eat a little bit, that it doesn't agree with you. Or even if you eat a lot, you realize that you have a limit, so perhaps you can eat a little but not a lot. And your brain is working all this out, and it's feeding you this information from signals from your body. That's freedom. And when you listen to those signals without blame, shame, guilt, or any heavy emotions, it's simply information. Well, that's interesting. I used to be able to eat that, but it seems now my body doesn't want to. I'll remember that for the future. That's interesting. That's curious. You're approaching this like a detective. You're approaching your dietary requirements like a detective, loving, kind, and curious, looking to see what suits you and what doesn't. It's not what you can and cannot have. It's It's what you want to eat because it makes you feel good, not only now in your body, but for hours afterwards. And that's the difference between eating food that you think feels good, but your body doesn't agree with your mind. You can see that now so clearly. You can feel that now so clearly. So anywhere in your body that you're holding on to the outdated and absurd notion that dieting can help you get to the weight you want, desire, and deserve, we're eradicating that now. We're eliminating that. We're erasing that from your mind, from your body, from your soma, and from your psyche. We're just getting rid of that because you know that it's not true. And the more you're opening up to that now, the more absurd it seems. Why would anyone want to count calories? Why would anyone want to look at a food and count points? It's robbing you of the joy of eating simple, healthy, and nutritious food. Because you know when you're eating natural, healthy, high vibration food, instead of eating food out of packets with ingredients you don't even recognize, when you're having food that's good for your body, there is no need to count calories. There's no need to go on a diet. There's no need to deprive, to restrict, to count points. You don't need to do any of that. Look for things that make you feel good. Ask yourself, is this loving? Is this kind? Is this helpful? And keep asking yourself those things. And you'll realize, is counting points helpful? No. Is looking and analyzing calories for a food kind and loving? No. Is it thinking that some foods are clean and some foods are unclean healthy for you? No. Does all of this strip the enjoyment out of eating? Yes. So stop doing that. Just let it go. Just let it go. What's more powerful is there are foods that simply don't suit your body, and those foods hold no allure for you. It's like they don't even exist, because your focus, your energy, your intention and attention is on the foods that make your body feel good. And all of these other foods have no significance, no importance, and no attraction for you. Because you know that when you're eating food that is healthy and feels good and nourishes your body, you no longer need to count calories, demonize food, count points or macros. It's not counting anything. You're simply eating and nourishing your body, giving it the food that it wants, desires, and deserves to thrive. Food that makes it feel good. Not just while you're eating it, but hours later it still feels good in your body. And if it doesn't, if you get that information, and whether it's bloating, whether it's gas, whatever it is your body is giving you these signals, feeling tired or nauseous, it's just information to make a better decision next time. It's not needing to manage how you eat your food. So we're implanting suggestions for you to take up, to choose healthy, nourishing food. And if you feel like the occasional sweet, then do that. But once you have a few bites or a little piece, and your pleasure measure has been satiated, then you're able to stop easily. You're very happy to choose to have a little taste and then to stop. And you're so proud of yourself for doing that. You're so proud of yourself that you're no longer analyzing and obsessing over food. That's a thing of the past. And you see that happening in the past, like in the far, far distant past, like you're moving away from it now. That used to happen. You used to be obsessed about food, but that no longer feels light and right for you. You simply eat when you're hungry and you stop when you're full. And then you don't think about food for hours afterwards. And you're getting your brain on board now for the habits and behavior you want. Upgraded habits, loving behavior, rewiring your neural pathways to transport you away from the diet mentality. Listening to your body. If your body is craving something healthy, then feed it something healthy. If your brain is craving something that isn't so healthy, something that's high in sugar, high in trans fats, something that you know deep down isn't good for your body, ask yourself, what does my body really need? Is it comfort? Just ask yourself, tapping into where it's happening in your body. If you're craving specific foods, that gentle self-inquiry, kindly, lovingly, because freedom comes when you break free from the food trap, from the diet trap, and you break free of somebody else's arbitrary rules about what is best for your body, because you know what is best for your body when you give it a break from the onslaught of food that has all the signals mixed up. And you know that when you look back through time of some of the diets that have been put out there that you may have even tried, they're completely absurd. And you know from your past experience that dieting doesn't work. And today you're taking your power back from this multi-billion-dollar industry that's based on completely flawed logic. And you know, because you've been there so many times, it's been ingrained into your brain that there's this one hope that this is going to be the time that it works for you. But you know from hard-won experience that's simply not true. Because if you go on a diet, you come off a diet. Right here, right now, you're taking your power back over diet dogma that doesn't know your body. And you're tapping into the wisdom of your own body. Your body is always sending you messages. And you're tapping into those messages as information to make better decisions in the future. Helpful eating rules are that your stomach is the size of your clenched fist. If you eat a palm-sized serving of protein, a palm-sized serving of starchy carbs, and unlimited, rainbow-colored, delicious, crisp, and healthy vegetables, you're feeding your body a balanced diet. You're taking your power back, and you're enjoying food more than you ever have before. And the more you're tapping into this newfound freedom, the more you want to eat healthier foods because you get to eat them. And instead of viewing these as diet foods that aren't as good as other unhealthy foods, you're now switching that, reframing that. You see fruit, vegetables, healthy protein, nuts, and seeds as building blocks for a delicious way to live that honors your body, giving it what it needs to thrive. And you remember what you need to remember, and you forget what you need to forget. And you're forgetting about diets, and you're forgetting about counting calories and macros and points, and you're breaking that quick fix association that you know is simply not possible. And it's certainly not true that you have to be on some kind of diet to release weight. Shattering that story, erasing that from your mind, from your body, from your soma and psyche. And you're breaking free each day in every way of this old, outdated, simply ridiculous diet mentality. It's robbed you of enough pleasure in your life, and now it's in the past, far behind you and out of your life forever. And you're left with a very important question. Is this a kind and loving choice for my body? And what does my body need right now? And you feed your body foods that it loves, not just when you're eating it, but for hours afterwards. And you're doing this each and every day. And you're so proud of yourself because you know that this is freedom from the food trap. And you're associating kind and loving words about your body. You understand that it's what you do more often than not that makes the difference in your body and in your life. When you eat healthy food more often than not, because you enjoy it, because your body demands it, and because you're worth it, you see the difference that makes in your body, in your mood, in your energy, and how you show up in your life. Your brain is now breaking up with diets. You're giving yourself permission to never go on a diet ever again. And that fills you with excitement because you're breaking free from the diet trap. And you're giving yourself permission to release weight easily and effortlessly. Releasing weight easily and effortlessly without having to diet. So imagine weight shedding now from your body easily and effortlessly. And feel what that feels like. And rewind back to what you did to make this happen. Choosing nourishing food that supported your body. Thinking kind and loving thoughts about your body as it is, right here, right now. Is this nourishing my body? Is this a kind and loving choice for my body? And as you do this in each and every little move and action you take, it's taking you closer and closer to the body and the life and the energy and the vitality and the health that you want, desire and deserve. And it's by these little actions, by these little snowflake actions that build up each and every day, creating an avalanche of change. And very soon you look back and realize how far you've come. And you're so proud of yourself because you know that you released any excess weight without dieting. You release this weight by loving yourself unconditionally in each and every moment as you made the best choice possible to nourish your mind and your body. You're proud of yourself. So now if you're going to sleep, you're going to have the most wonderful, recharging and re-energizing dreams. If you're going about your day or evening, I'm going to count you back into the room from 1 to 5. And when I say 5, you'll simply open your eyes. 1, feeling so powerful and in control. 2, feeling amazing because the truth about you is that you are amazing. 3, feeling wonderful. 4, sensation coming back into your fingers and toes as you give them a bit of a wriggle. And 5, you can open your eyes. Welcome back.